Welcome to the 2018 Wisconsin gun deer season. It's Saturday, November 17th, about 8:30 in the morning, and it's been a little slow so far. I've seen a couple deer, a small buck at early light, and a doe and a fawn more recently. Got a little dusting of snow on the ground last night, so that's helped with visibility a little bit, which is good. And I'm sticking it out and hoping for a nice buck to come by, and hopefully I'll be able to bring you some action later. Alright guys, it's the morning of November 18th. It's about 7:30 right now. A little after 7 o'clock, I had a nice buck come out. I'm going to put in the footage here for you, and you can see about 150 yards away he was working a scrape. Looked like a nice 10-pointer. I passed on him earlier this year, and so I decided I was going to pass on him again. And he stood there working that scrape for probably 5 minutes, just beautiful in the beautiful frosty morning. And he disappeared. And then 2 minutes later, to my right, another really nice buck came in, probably 40-50 yards away, sniffing the ground as if he was on a scent. And he stood there, and I was shaking because it was a nice buck, and I had the crosshairs on him, and he was facing straight away from me, and I had to wait, and he turned broadside, and I put a shot on him, and I put a very good shot on him. I shot him, and I'll show you in just a second kind of where he ran, but I watched him go down. He didn't go more than 30-40 yards, so it's a nice buck. I'm not sure which one it is, but I'm really excited. I'm going to wait a little bit and get down, and I'll have some video for you soon. Alright, so the first buck that I saw this morning was out here about 150 yards away or so, making a scrape under that branch that's hanging there in the field. So at least 150 yards, but it was a beautiful 10-pointer. I passed on him because I think he's a deer I know that I passed him earlier in the season, so I thought I'd pass him again. And then all of a sudden, I started hearing a deer coming from my right, kind of behind some of this thicker stuff here I couldn't really see. And he popped out. He first showed up right down here, and I saw him. And as soon as I saw him, I'm like, that's a no-doubter. And so he kind of was coming straight at me, and then he turned around, and he was behind some thick stuff. I couldn't get a shot. I didn't want to force it. And he turned and was facing straight away from me, and I was just shaking, you know, because he was a nice buck. I knew I was going to shoot him. he turned to the right and gave me a broadside shot, and he took off, and when he ran I could see the close leg that I shot was just dangling, you know, made that nice shoulder shot. And he turned and he ran to the right here, and I can actually see him over there, just his backside. He didn't go far. I'm trying to see if we can't find him on the camera here for you. He's a little hard with the lighting right now, but I assure you he's over there. I think that's him right there laying. Nice deer. We're going to get down and check it out. Really excited. What a year this has been for me. It's the second day of Wisconsin deer season for gun season 2018, and I shot a buck this morning and I've let it lay now for a couple hours, and I'm going to go back in after it, so let's go get him. Okay, here we go. I can see it laying up here, so it's about 50-75 yards ahead. Let's keep going and get him. He's big. He's very big.
Whew.
He's
Whew.
big. Holy cow.
You have another taxidermy bill coming up.
Oh my goodness, he's huge. He's huge. Holy cow. That is incredible.
Is that the one you wanted?
We got to get up and get our hands on him, but it doesn't matter. He's the one I want now. He's huge. I'm just wondering where he was when I shot him from the stand. The stand's right over here, about 30-40 yards. So he was over in this general area when I shot, and you can see he didn't go far. Goodness, he's huge. Wow. I don't know if I recognize that buck.
Oh yeah, we've seen him. That flat.
He's that flat guy.
Yep, the flat tine. If you look at that brow tine.
Yep.
Well, we haven't done this before, have we, Nate?
No,
We've never had an opening weekend with a twofer.
that's awesome.
We just got her done. We'll see what the shot's like, but let's go get our hands on this guy.
All right. Very nice.
And what's his name? I think that's Mr. Clean, or is that somebody?
No, that's somebody else. That's somebody else. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, let's get that out of the way so we can see him better here.
The best buck I've seen all day.
That's awesome.
Of course, the only buck I've seen all day, but you know, that's okay too.
Very cool.
When it has a happy ending.
Beautiful.
We're done.
Yes.
It's opening weekend.
Awesome.
Sunday morning. Let's do this. Looks like a double lung.
That looks like a beautiful shot you made on him. Oh yeah,
He did
perfect.
not go far.
No,